So what we wanted to do with these podcasts is like talk about something old that people don't know about anymore. And this movie gave us a perfect one because they have this long sequence about talking about the VCR. Like, why does it have to be on channels 3 or 4? So I did a little research, and I've got that information for you.
Yeah, do it.
Here we go. So
I don't know if I know this.
TV back in the day was broadcast over the air, the same as radio. Every channel was a different broadcast frequency. So the same way that you don't see radio stations on like 97.1 FM and also 97.2 FM because there would be interference, there weren't typically TV signals broadcast on every single available channel. So, and because the early VCRs were used with TVs that did not have any way to plug in an external signal, they had no coax, no Cat5, no RCA, no HDMI, no USB, no Thunderbolt, just the only thing you could plug into the TV was power and antenna. So, they only had one place to plug in the antenna, additionally. So you had to take your antenna, plug it into a VCR, and then from the VCR, plug it into the TV. So basically what happened with your VCR is your VCR, to get signal onto your TV, would broadcast a signal on a channel that was not being used locally, and then that signal would basically hop onto the antenna feed and just hijack a ride to your TV. So
that's
you would
crazy.
Just, wherever you lived, you would have, like, you definitely had channel 2. Everyone had channel 2. Everyone probably had either channel 3 or 4, but not both because you couldn't put them right next to each other. So you just would pick which one is better for me, 3 or 4, and that. But you literally broadcast your VCR into the antenna signal into your TV, which is also why you could like record something on your VCR while watching something different on TV.
That's nuts. Which is what the whole bit was about. I'm saying, even after, it seems like cable box. Like I had a cable box though.
Yeah,
like the old school cable box. It looked like a tiny little alarm clock that sat on top of the TV, and even like that had to be on. I still had to record it on 3. Like I know what he's talking about, and I'm not even talking about antennas. So that's
yeah, I think
crazy.
it was the same thing, though. I think it was this. I think if you had the cable box, so the cable box replaced your antenna, but it still had to go through the VCR and then from the VCR into the TV. So you still had to select, like, which if I'm going to play something recorded on tape, which channel do I want to send that signal out on to the TV?
Yeah,
and like the same thing with the like if you had like a regular like Atari or a Nintendo, same thing. You had to like have your little RF thing that you screwed into the coax, and then you had to select a channel.
Yeah, we were super fancy. I had the little switch in the middle, so I could either do VCR or I could hit like a big ka-chunk button that would switch it over to Nintendo and watch Nintendo.
Oh yeah, I think I had that.
So part of the things too that I don't know if you're done with your part, but that's part of the stuff that I like about VCRs. Like I can't even tell you when I pulled that tape out and stuck it into that VCR for those 18-year-olds in 2021, and when I put it in there, the sound that it made when the thing went into the tape machine was super comforting, and I have no idea why. I mean, I know why, because I listened to it for 30 years over and over. But I'm saying, like, I was like, wow. And they were like, this is so awkward. I had to pull up a video on YouTube to tell them how a VCR works because they had no idea.
Yeah, of course they didn't. I mean, I had to research how it worked, and I was alive during this and have a degree in electrical engineering. I was like, why did we do that? Because I was a kid, and I was just like, you got to be on channel 3. Everyone knows that. But, like, I didn't know why.